Boyd? Oh, Fighting Bob, one of my favorite sites.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, I'm here representing Fighting Bob, and I'm the organizer for Fighting Bob Fest. And
Good.
if any time, we would love to have you as
I've been
a featured
asked.
speaker.
I want to come sometime.
Well, we would love to have you.
But it's easy to make a speech compared to what you all do in the grassroots. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Good. Thank you very much, Laurie. Glad to meet you. Keep it up.
Oops, excuse me. Bill. No, I'm in the way.
You can stay in New York, you can come on with Bill, and you can help out the environment because you won't have to fly all the way to Minneapolis. You guys can chat about all this stuff. And actually, a few people will see it.
You don't have the courage to ask Rupert Murdoch, when are we going to get $20 a barrel oil that he said was the purpose of the bill? No. When? You're evading my question. That's not going to show up. Yes, you do. Everybody. There's one mindset in the Murdoch empire. And when Rupert Murdoch turned the dogs of war loose in the cardinals, he said, wait a minute, to support the Iraq war. Rupert Murdoch said the best thing that will come out of the Iraq war will be gasoline at $20 a barrel. Now today when I came here, I looked and it was $130-something. When is Rupert going to explain why the war didn't give us $20 a barrel oil?
How many times do you want me to invite you to come on to our program and talk about it?
How many times?
You're preaching to the choir here. You've got all of your minions.
You're the choir?
No, I'm not the choir. No, I'm here to talk to you. You
By
gotta
the
have
way,
a little balance here.
The last time you ambushed me, I asked you when was Bill going to come and talk to us about his sex scandal.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about, and that's not true. You and I had a nice conversation in Washington D.C. It was perfectly polite, and you tried to.
And I said to one of your colleagues, when is Bill going to come and talk?
I had a nice conversation. We played the whole thing on the air. Don't spin, Mr. Moyers. Come on.
Well, hey there, how are you, Bob?
Don't.
When is Rupert Murdoch?
Yeah, don't do that.
Going to explain that you're going to get $20 a barrel oil from the war he helped to enable? When? You represent a media empire that has one mentality. And so don't tell me you don't speak for Rupert Murdoch. Everybody at Fox carries out Rupert Murdoch's instructions.
I'm here to see what you're doing, hanging around at this conference. And if you'd like to talk to Bill about that, why don't you come on and talk to him?
Before 4,000 American soldiers died, hundreds of thousands of Iraqis, a country wrecked and ruined, and the cost adding up to billions of dollars. Rupert Murdoch said the best thing that will come from this war is oil at $20 a barrel. Now, when are you going to ask it? When? You work for him. You do a news show. Don't you ever want to do news about Rupert Murdoch? Ask Rupert Murdoch, when are we going to get the $20 a barrel oil that he said would come from the war in Iraq?
You've made that point like 15 times. Do you want to come on and talk to Bill about it? Do you want here's your golden opportunity to address this issue. Why don't you come on and talk to O'Reilly about it?
When Rupert Murdoch goes on O'Reilly and explains when are we going to get the $20 a barrel oil?
I don't know
that
what
Rupert
you're talking about,
promised.
Mr. Moyers. This isn't about Mr. Moyers.
You don't know?
It's not about Mr. Moyers. This is about you coming on and talking to O'Reilly.
No, I said.
You come, you preach to the choir, you send all of. You've got a whole crowd here. You've got your 3,000 people who come here. Why don't you come on to O'Reilly so you can address this issue, and instead of 15 people here and a couple thousand people in an auditorium, there'll be an audience.
Bill O'Reilly should ask Rupert Murdoch on his show why Rupert Murdoch said we get $20 a barrel oil from the war in Iraq. Now wait a minute, you got it? Okay, you call me and tell me what the answer is. You go back and talk. You go back because I can't speak for Rupert Murdoch. You can't.
I don't speak for Rupert Murdoch.
What are you doing here then?
Come on. I work on the O'Reilly factory. You know that.
You know who he works for, don't you?
You work for PBS. Do you speak for President Bush?
No, I don't.
I don't
work for PBS. Wait a minute. I don't work for PBS. I'm an independent journalist.
Right. Who works on PBS?
I produce.
Right.
But I don't work for PBS.
You don't work for people. Okay.
Wait a minute. Does Bill O'Reilly work for Rupert Murdoch?
He works for Fox News.
But who owns Fox News?
News Report.
And who owns News Corp?
It's a publicly held.
No, come on. Don't play
Break it down.
Who owns it? Wait a minute, you
the
stop.
shareholders, and Rupert Murdoch's the boss. Listen, I'd like to
Okay,
hear
great.
from this
Thank you.
one. I
Rupert
understand
Murdoch
this
is the boss. Rupert Murdoch turned the dogs of war loose in the
Mr.
corridors
Moyers,
of Fox
you've
News.
made your point.
And Rupert Murdoch said, we're going to get $20 a barrel oil out of this war. And now this morning, the oil was $137. I want Bill O'Reilly to ask his boss, where is the $20 a barrel oil?
Can I talk to you for a second? I just want to know what your mission was today.
Well, he's the ambusher. You can't ambush him.